Thank you so much for being here. I'm Cindy Cheer. I'm the Director of Advancement at the Santa Barbara International Film Festival. Roger is teaching a class right now at City College, so he asked me to be here to welcome you all. We want to say thank you to our presenting sponsor of the film festival, which is UGG, and also sponsors of 10-10-10. It's First Draft and Mary Beth Reardon, who have been such loyal supporters of this program. Yes, I know. And welcome to SBIFF's new education center. Yeah. This is the Barbaco Family Center for Film Studies. It will be officially open this summer. Right now we're just using it for festival space, and we've also been using it for 10-10-10 workshops. It is a creative space. It'll serve as a classroom, a screening room. It'll have an editing suite, and it'll be a community space where there'll be film discussions about films, of course. And the space, if you look at like right behind them and some of the boards, the space will be completely modular. It'll be completely yes, and flexible. So depending on what the space will be used for, we'll be able to change it to allow for the flexibility. The center will showcase 6 movie-themed learning lounges. If you look at, again, the boards, we'll have a Wizard of Oz room, we'll have an 8.5 room, we'll have a law room, etc. So it'll be super exciting and fun and creative. And also in this room will be the Moving Pictures Library. It'll be a library with uplifting films. It's a partnership with
the Ridley Tree Cancer Center.
Ridley Tree Cancer Center and Hospice of Santa Barbara. So we're really excited for you to be here. Thank you so much. And here's Claire Waterhouse, our education coordinator. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy. And hello, and thank you all for being here today. We're so excited to have everybody here. So many of the wonderful people who helped make this special program happen are here among us today. So thank you for being here again. I'd like to take a moment to thank 2 very important figures in the 10-10-10 program. Our co-directors, Skye Smith and Michael Stinson. Skye and Michael have been involved with the festival now and the 10-10-10 for 15 years. 15 years of 10-10-10, so they've been with the program as it's growing and growing. And so we're so thrilled and honored to have you as a part of the team. This year's program began in October, and it's been an exciting 4 months. The finalists have participated in workshops with their industry mentors, attended pitch sessions. They've had a table read with our casting mentor. They've also had sound sessions with our sound mentor, among a variety of other sessions, all here at the SBIFF Education Center. And it's been a joy to watch the students go through this process. Guy Smith will tell you a little bit more about the program, and Michael Stinson will then introduce you to all of our finalists. And he will tell you a little bit about each of their films. After that, we'll have a few group photos, and then we'll bring up all the finalists. Following those photo ops, the finalists will be available for interviews and further photos, and then we'll celebrate the program. I would now like to introduce co-director Guy Smith.
Michael, come on up here. Michael. Oh, I guess he's not coming. Well, I'm going to make this mercifully short. You didn't come here to hear a lot of long speeches. When people ask, what does 10-10-10 stand for? And the first time we did this 15 years ago, it was 10 student films, 10 minutes long, in 10 days. And that was cruel and unusual punishment. And after a couple years, we decided to expand the program and include a writing component to it. So now it's 10-10-10-16, but that doesn't have the same ring to it. So we've expanded the program to include a writing component. So it's actually, the competition is 4 separate competitions. There's a writing and a directing component for each high school and college. And it's been growing every year. It's increasingly successful, and the quality of the films continues to progress. We've had students that come out of this competition, go to film school, go into the industry, and join the military. But I've had a lot of students say that this was a seminal event in their careers, so we're happy to be part of 10-10-10. Just want to say one thing about this education center. It's going to be a great thing for the community, and really it's Hutton Parker Foundation who has this whole facility, and they house 75 nonprofits in 17 buildings in Santa Barbara, and to keep the rents extremely low and allows nonprofits to operate in a way that they otherwise couldn't have. Last thing I want to say is that the mentors who are here, we can't introduce every one of you, but they have spent countless hours with the students in terms of editing and sound and special effects, writing. And so if you're a mentor, would you mind raising your hand and we can acknowledge you? Thank you. The last thing is, I want everybody to show up. I think we have tickets left. It's Saturday, February 9th at the Arlington. It's going to be a great event, and I hope everyone is there. Michael?
I'm Michael Stinson, film professor at Santa Barbara City College, and I have the great honor of introducing the participants in this year's 10-10-10 student filmmaking competition. Maya Lewandowski from San Marcos. Come on up. And her partner, Ryo Nishimura from Santa Barbara High School, the screenwriter. Their film is the story of a teenage girl who feels bound to stay and take care of her father who's dying. And she has dreams of being a writer, has been accepted into university, and as her father tells her the story of his dreams, he tries to convince her to go off and pursue her dream. The second pair is Atkan Usal from Santa Barbara High, filmmaker. And Isabella Escobedo from Santa Ynez Valley High School. And their writers, Elena Lane Calzada from Santa Barbara High, and Simona Zanius from Santa Barbara High School. The story of those films, one is about a kid who gets in a skateboarding accident and hurts his head, can't skate anymore, and he meets a graffiti artist who shows him how to pursue a different path in his life. The other is a pool party about a shy girl invited to a pool party who has to overcome unhealthy habits and start her journey to acceptance. Kylie Wilkinson from Santa Barbara High School, and Spike Miller from Alta Vista High School. Spike is the writer, and the story is about a straight-A student who misspells her name on the SAT, and a troublemaker who helps her break into school to fix the mistake. What they don't know is something is lurking for them in the high school. Santiago is from Santa Barbara High. He's both filmmaker and screenwriter, and his story follows the death of a family pet and parents who try to wrestle with the decision about whether or not to use emerging technology to bring the pet back to life. Those are our high school filmmakers and screenwriters. The college screenwriters and filmmakers are Daoji Yang, UCSB, paired with Allie Middlestedt, screenwriter, also from UCSB, and the logline of their film is that it's a 10-minute drama illustrating a relationship between friends with benefits who must define their feelings for each other. Tension escalates as they have an argument, and the boy suddenly starts to see supernatural things going on behind the girl's back. Charles Stock from UCSB. Come on up, Charles. And Ethan Steiner from Santa Barbara City College, the screenwriter. The log line for their story is the story of a 12-year-old painter as his art is taken away from him by financially stressed parents who force him down a path to academia. The 8th pair is Wei Xi from UCSB, filmmaker, and Maximilian Merritz, also from UCSB. Their story is about two brothers on a road trip that have their differences and on the road trip get rid of them for good. By escaping his depressive and cynical brother, Blake is able to head happily into his promising future. Jinyi Wu from UCSB, filmmaker. And Ashka Panya from UCSB, screenwriter. An aspiring writer fast approaches her 25th birthday. Isolated from her parents, she finds her last connection tested in a strained relationship with her younger sister. And finally, the 10th pair, Stephanie Foster from UCSB, filmmaker. And Cameron Langang, also UCSB, screenwriter. Their movie is about Charlie, a college freshman struggling with his identity who falls in love with Adrian, an artificially intelligent personal companion issued to him by the college. And that is the group for this year's 10-10-10 student filmmaking competition.